Quick, leave the room if you haven't seen Black Panther, because we're gonna spoil Black Panther. Leave your computer on, just get out of the room. So did you pick up on all the little references and nods to Marvel lore they worked into Black Panther? Probably not. Unless you did, in which case, send me a link to some of your videos, because they sound great. In any case, here's all the cool stuff we found. In the film's first big action sequence, Killmonger and his crew pull off a heist at an art gallery, lifting, among other things, a mask that he wears later on in the film. It's similar to a mask he's worn in the comics, including the cover of Black Panther number 37 from back in 2008. Of course, most of the main characters who we meet in Black Panther have comic book counterparts, from Dora Milaje to Killmonger to W'Kabi. But did you realize that M'Baku, the leader of the rival white gorilla tribe, is based on the comic book supervillain Man-Ape? And he's not the only supporting character with roots in the comics. We only see Nabi Abe in a few scenes as Killmonger's girlfriend and co-conspirator Tilda, but she's named from the comic book character Nightshade. In the comics, she secretes a pheromone that allows her to control certain animals, including werewolves. Oh man, do we have to wait for Black Panther 4 to see that? Aside from just Marvel riffs, the movie contains a lot of references to pop culture from the world outside Wakanda. The movie opens with a flashback to 1990s Oakland, and rapper Too Short plays on the soundtrack. If you didn't already know, Too Short is from Oakland, so it's a fitting music choice. Another fun musical note, late in the film, Shuri's disappointed that her trip to California doesn't include a stop at Coachella. In 2017, one of the Coachella headliners was Kendrick Lamar, who produced the Black Panther soundtrack. Huh? See what I did there? Anyone give me a ride to Coachella 2018 this year? And maybe a ticket? I think Beyonce's playing. Director Ryan Coogler is on record saying he approached Black Panther as the Marvel version of James Bond, and it shows in the finished film with a number of references to the iconic 007 franchise. This movie opens with the hero in the midst of another largely unrelated adventure, just like a Bond film. Also, the Wakandan heroes are eventually assisted by an American agent, Everett Ross, who has his own agenda. Kind of like James Bond's sometime CIA ally, Felix Leiter. And how about those remote control cars? Remember when Bond used one of those in Tomorrow Never Dies? No, not you millennials, I mean the old people. We remember. Plus, the Black Panther's mission takes him to an underground South Korea casino, and what could be more James Bond-esque than an undercover assignment at a casino? It even sorta looks like the casino from Skyfall. And of course, there's the character of Shuri and her fantastic, hyper-futuristic lab full of gadgets. Cough, cough, cue. Cough, cough. She also makes a "what are those" joke, but that has nothing to do with James Bond. It's just a meme. But at least we know that despite the isolation, Wakanda still gets all the dankest memes. When she's showing off her fancy sneakers, Shuri also compares them to the ones from that American movie their father always used to watch. We have it on good authority that this references the futuristic Nikes from Back to the Future 2. No, seriously. Letitia Wright basically confirmed it when our correspondent Jacqueline Coley asked her. We swear. We mentioned Martin Freeman as Everett Ross. But do you remember this scene where he's interrogating Andy Serkis as Ulysses Klaue? Did you notice that this is a mini Hobbit reunion? We've got Bilbo and Gollum hanging out here. This is a special occasion. It's almost, you might even say, precious. And this one's more a cultural reference than a pop culture reference, but you know that language everyone speaks in Wakanda? Well, there's no real Wakandan language. In fact, they're all speaking Xhosa, one of the official languages of South Africa that's currently spoken by around 8 million people. John Connie, who plays Black Panther's dad T'Chaka, speaks Xhosa and taught some of it to Chadwick Boseman when they were making Civil War. And now it's officially Wakandan in the MCU. Of course, this is an MCU movie and the lead into the massive Infinity War team-up, so there's a lot of notes and references to the franchise's backstory and continuity. Let's start at the end. That makes sense, right? Sure it does. In the post-credits scene, we see Shuri hanging out doing some training with none other than Bucketballed Q Barnes, the Winter Soldier. When we last caught up with Bucky in Civil War, he was in Wakanda, but refreezing himself, unable to control the Hydra programming that was still embedded in his head. But here, his mind seems clear. Still no arm, though. Get this man an arm. Hey, guys, I think he actually got an arm. You have to check out the Infinity War trailer. In this scene, Shuri also refers to him as the White Wolf. In the comics, that's the nickname given to T'Challa's adopted brother Hunter, who leads the Wakanda Secret Police. Okay, that's all I got. But quick side note, you remember in Avengers Age of Ultron when Ultron steals all the vibranium from Ulysses Claw's safe to fashion his new body? Well, that was the vibranium that he had stolen from Wakanda years before, killing W'Kabi's father in the process. Ultron later slices off Claw's arm in a rage, which is why he has that fancy new Wakandan prosthetic technology in Black Panther. We do know that in addition to Black Panther and Bucky, Denai Guerrera as Okoye, Florence Kasumba as Ayo, and Letitia Wright as Shuri will all reprise their roles for Infinity War later this year. Plus, from that trailer, it looks like we're returning to Wakanda. Probably because there's an Infinity Stone there, mixed in with all that vibranium, I bet. That's a whole lot of info, and we gotta get out of here, but can I just say one more thing? Is it weird that Forrest Whitaker and Andy Serkis can't survive Disney movies? I mean, rest in peace, Zuri and Saw Gerrera and Claw and also Snoke. I don't know, call your agents or invest in some Kevlar or something, because I'm growing legitimately concerned. As always, what did we miss? Any Easter eggs, any connections to the MC universe? Let us know in the comments.